What up, world? It's your boy C. Water Phoenix coming at you again with another video. And before we get into it, do me a favor and check this picture out and tell me, well, not tell me what you see, but check this picture out and then think about what it is that you see. All right? Okay, here we go. The reason why I'm doing this video is because what do you see? When I first seen this picture, I saw a young woman. My father showed it to me. Not this particular version. His version didn't have color in it. I saw a young woman looking at something. But then when he pointed out the old lady, I was blown away. And the reason why I was blown away is because it's crazy how you can look at certain things and it's the same object, but you can see so many different things within it. I like to make music, right? So sometimes when I'm listening to songs, I hear certain things that go past another person's ear. But then when I point it out to them, they be like, oh man, that is slick. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how life has a tendency to have so many things embedded within one particular object. It's crazy. It's hidden gems spread it out, this thing that we do call life. There's a lot of hidden gems within it, and we often tend to look past it because we don't take time to try to see them. You know what I mean? We live certain lifestyles, and these lifestyles allow us to see only certain things. You know, I'm a broke person, so I don't have the ability to travel the world just yet. So I'll never be able to see what Venice is like. I would not see what Australia is like. You know what I mean? So I'm limited in a certain aspect. When we're dealing with people, or when you're dealing with certain things that's going on in your life, don't get so caught up in what it is that you see. Because at the end of the day, you exposing your own self to it. Alright? If you're trying to change yourself and you say that you want to be successful, or you want to be able to experience some form of success, you have to change the way you view how to get to it. You can't just limit yourself to just certain things. You know what I mean? What's the difference? What do a paid opportunity and an unpaid opportunity have in common? They're both opportunities. So we get caught up in these things where we say, oh, well, I don't want to do that because I'm not getting paid for it. No, you may not be getting paid for it, but you're gaining experience. And experience is always useful when you're trying to set a goal, or when you're trying to accomplish something that you want in your life. And it's not always based off of the rewards, because the rewards are the things that you see because that's what you want. That's why you really want to try to be successful, to gain these things. But you don't see the extra level of commitment it takes. You don't see the extra level of sacrifice it takes. You don't see the extra level of discipline it takes to get to that level. Why not? Take time to see these things too. And I'm learning these things myself. I have goals and I have things that I want to do in life, and I have to sit back and say, okay, well, what I'm doing right now isn't working. What is it that's going wrong? And it's kind of like facing your own fear in a sense, because we don't want to look at ourselves and say, what's wrong with me? We don't want to admit to our own faults. We don't want to admit to our own mistakes, because nobody wants to feel guilt. Nobody wants to feel regret. Nobody wants to feel shame. And it takes a certain kind of individual to look themselves in the mirror and say, there's something wrong with me. And then work to change that. You know what I mean? You have to face your own fear, you know what I mean? But you have to be able to have enough strength to, first of all, look at it, and then secondly, swallow that pill. As a kid growing up, I used to get insulted a whole lot because I had a huge forehead. And even to this day, every now and then, people still crack jokes about my forehead. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, because as a kid, I didn't want to face the fact that I had something wrong with me. I wanted to be normal just like everybody else. And as I got older, I learned how to attach myself to things that the people I can identify with have in common, and that became video games. And that became, I was a smart kid growing up, and I'm still somewhat of a nerd to this day. So I'm always thinking outside of the box and doing things that other people wouldn't do in a sense, or other people that I know wouldn't do in a sense, because I was raised to be different, because I was always set apart. You know what I mean? I wasn't the popular kid in high school. I did my own thing. You know what I mean? I was a martial artist. I only hang with two people, really. You know what I'm saying? And we did our own thing. You know what I mean? I ain't have like a whole bunch of friends. You know what I mean? I had a lot of people I knew in school, but I ain't have like a whole lot of friends. Like when you think about it, some people were just popular and everybody had friends. They had all the friends. Everybody, wanted to hang out with these people. But I was that guy that went to school, didn't really speak much, and then did my homework and was out the door. And I'm still kind of like that to this day. I may go into work, you know what I'm saying, and I get along with everybody at my jobs, God bless. But at the end of the day, I'm here to do one specific thing, and then I'm out the door. And then whatever else comes along with that comes along with that. But that's a little bit off topic, but what I really want to just say is be careful of what it is that you're looking at, because I also did a video called The Power of the Tongue, and it means that your words have power, but also anything that you expose yourself to, that also has an impact on how your life is going to come out at the end of the day. So hope that helps somebody, and I hope that bless somebody. Having said that, I salute y'all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living life. And keep doing your thing out here, all right? Be careful, and I holler. Peace.